Back. Welcome back to another F1 video, man. Obviously we have a big race this weekend. We're in Britain. Hopefully Lewis Hamilton can win it, man. Just I don't really want to get into the whole Lewis Hamilton thing. I know some of you guys have seen about what happened today. The whole Nelson Piquet interview he had in which he called Lewis the N word. I take that shit pretty serious. I don't really condone that at all. But you guys kind of already know. You guys kind of already know my thoughts about Nelson Piquet. I always thought he was like a weird guy, like just a very weird guy. Even going back to what he was saying about Senna back in the day. I mean, I know he was a very good driver, but at the same time, I always thought he was a tad bit weird. But that's really much. I don't really want to get much, like I said, into it. But yeah, that's just my quick thoughts about it. But we have Christian Horner. How did he build his big business empire? Obviously, he's the head guy at Red Bull. We did check out Total Wolf. If you guys have not checked that out, it's on the channel. Go and check that out. So we are finna check out. We are finna see what's on. Hope you guys are doing good, amazing. Oh, it should be live for the race this weekend, so it should be a fun race. And let's get started. That's pretty much it. Don't forget to like the video and sub, man. Let's go.
Not recognize Christian Horner's name, but in the cutthroat world of Formula One racing, one remark from the Red Bull racing team's principal may make or destroy a driver's career. Horner's choices from the team he assembles to the engines he employs in the vehicles are critical to their performance. Christian Horner began his career in motorsport as a race driver before becoming the team principal of the Red Bull.
So just like Mr. Wolf, they were both like young drivers as well.
The same year he began his F1 managing career. Since his arrival,
Seb.
the Keys organization has had an enormous success. Do make sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel.
Shout out F1 updates, man.
Now, here's a closer
look at
Christian
updates.
Horner's Red Bull racing career and estimated net worth from 2021. Horner began his racing career in karts and transitioned to auto racing after winning a Formula.
Okay. For a second, I actually thought that was the way that they actually drove. For some reason, I actually thought that was the way that they drove that specific car. I don't know why. I don't know why I'm like, is he about to drive the go-kart like that? But then I was like, okay, he just.
He raced for Manor Motorsport in the British Formula Renault Championship in 1992, ending the season as a race winner and the highest-placed rookie. He then moved up to British Formula 3 in 1993, finishing second in the Class B Championship, and won 5 races for P1 Motorsport.
That's what's up.
Before transferring to the Fortec and ADR teams in 1994 and 95, and then to the Toms team in 1996. He also competed in British Formula 2 in 1996. In 1997, Horner stepped up to Formula 3000, forming the Arden team. Horner claims he funded the team with borrowed funds, including a loan from his father, and convinced P1 Motorsport founder Rolly Vincini to serve as his race engineer. He acquired a used trailer for the team from Helmut Marko, who was one of Horner's primary opponents as a manager in F3000, and with whom he would subsequently work closely at Red Bull as the head of the Red Bull Junior team. For 1998, he continued in F3000 and at Arden. He was joined by Kurt Mollikens, who showed strong speed and led the title at one point. Horner followed Juan Pablo Montoya into the circuit's high-speed opening curve during a preseason test at Estoril and realized he couldn't match the Colombian driver's level of devotion. As a result, he chose to retire from racing at the end of the season in order to focus on the Arden team's development.
So it seemed like he had a pretty solid, I mean, not to say solid, but it wasn't a bad, driving career in the way he was doing up in Britain. That one year he won 5 races, and then he was actually moving up as well. So it seemed like he had a pretty, good day until he met Juan Pablo Montoya, and he was like, no, I'm good off of this. I mean, I got bigger goals in mind, which we all know worked out just because where he is now.
When it came to managing his team, Horner hired Victor Masloff and Mark Gossens for the 1999 FIA F3000 season after retiring from professional driving at the age of 25.
That's young.
Before the year began, Dave Richards' Pro Drive organization purchased a 50% share in Arden on behalf of Lukoil, a Russian oil firm whose CEO was Maslov's father. After one season, Horner repurchased Pro Drive's Arden stock. For the 2000-2001 season, Darren Manning was recruited to replace Goossens, and he scored 1 pole.
I'm not going to remember any of these drivers. Like all these like drivers you have mentioned, I'm probably not going to remember.
Places. Arden also raced in the Italian F3000 Championship in 2000, winning 3 races and finished second behind Warren Hughes. Following the split with Lukoil, a new driver lineup was assembled for 2002, with Toma Engi and Bjorn Werdheim replacing Manning.
He sounds familiar.
The team won 5 races, 4 for Engi, 1 for Werdheim.
Bjorn Werdheim.
And Engi won the championship that year, but was relegated to 3rd following a failed drug test, allowing Sebastian Bourdais to take the title. Arden was victorious in the team championship. In 2003, Werdheim was retained, and Townsend Bell took over for Engi. Bjorn Werdheim won by 35 points over Riccardo Sparafico, who came in second. Arden won the team championship for the 2nd year.
Okay, Arden's doing pretty good.
Liuzzi, Arden's top driver, won the final season of F3000, winning both the Drivers' and Constructors' Championships by a significant margin, with the assistance of Robert Dornbos. That year, the team won 8 of the 10 championship rounds, with Liuzzi claiming 7 and Dornbos 1. Helmut Marko, Liuzzi's manager, invited him to the squad with the help of Red Bull sponsorship. Horner's Arden International team was situated at ProDrive in Banbury at the time, before shifting to the old 22 Motorsport site nearby. Horner was seeking for a way to break into Formula One at the time. After talks with Eddie Jordan about buying Jordan Grand Prix fell down owing to cost concerns, the Austrian energy drink firm Red Bull bought Jaguar F1 team, which renamed Red Bull Racing in November 2000.
And plus, also, it seemed like he was like a pretty good. He's like a winner. I mean, like his early days as a top guy, whatever. I mean, what he was doing with that team was pretty good, man. Excuse me. Winning winning some championships, winning a lot of races. So a good start, very good start by Christian Horner. But he had bigger goals. He wanted to get to F1, but man. Shout out to Red Bull for coming in clutch.
Horner was named team principal in January.
Jesus Christ!
Making him the team's youngest leader at the time. Despite being appointed only 8 weeks before the season-opening Australian Grand Prix, the team got off to a strong start under his leadership, with drivers David Coulthard and Christian Klein finishing 4th and 7th in Australia, respectively, and scoring a total of 34 points for the team, compared to 9 points for Jaguar the year before.
Yeah.
He was also instrumental in the
good thing that Jaguar deal fell through.
The team's chief technical officer in November 2005. Newey joined Red Bull in February 2006, but the vehicle for the next year, the RB2, had already been developed, and the team had moved from Cosworth to customer Ferrari engines, which overheated and were unreliable.
Ooh.
The team did, however,
Superman.
podium place in the Monaco
Superman,
Grand Prix, where Horner celebrated by jumping into a pool wearing nothing but a Superman cape. The RB3, the company's first Newey designed vehicle, arrived in 2007, along with Mark Webber and Renault engines. However, the car continued to have reliability issues, with 14 retirements and a solitary podium.
So when they kind of switched to a Ferrari engine, kind of went,
the following year. The team placed second.
Who is Red Bull's? Isn't Red Bull's like engine or like some of their mechanical stuff Ferrari? I think, if I'm correct. I think.
2009 Constructors Championship with Sebastian Vettel and Mark Webber
in
second and 4th in the Drivers' Championship battle, respectively, with 7 victories between them. In 2010, the team won their first Constructors' Championship with 1 race to spare, and Sebastian Vettel became the youngest world champion by winning the Drivers' Championship in the season's last race. Horner became the youngest team principal in Formula One history when he won the Constructors' Championship at the age of 36. With 3 races to spare in 2011, the team won their second Constructors' Championship, with Sebastian Vettel becoming the world's youngest double champion. With 1 race to spare in 2012, the team won their 3rd Constructors' Championship. Sebastian Vettel became the youngest 3-time world champion in history. In 2013, Sebastian Vettel won his 4th driver's championship, and Red Bull Racing won its 4th consecutive F1.
Win after win, all I do is win.
Horner was made an Officer of the Order of the British Empire for his contributions to racing in the 2013 birthday honors. Now, what exactly is the man's net worth? Well, Christian Horner is said to have a net worth of $50 million as of 2021, according to sources. The majority of Horner's net wealth in 2021 may be ascribed to his substantial Red Bull Racing pay. His yearly compensation at Red Bull Racing is estimated to be $10 million. Meanwhile, it's thought that Red Bull Racing principal has no endorsements. When it comes to his personal life, Horner has a daughter with his former partner, Beverly Allen, who was born in October 2013. Horner and Spice Girl Jerry Hollowell announced their engagement on November 11,
Spice
2014.
Girl. I don't know who that girl is.
Bedfordshire on May 15, 2015. Hollowell revealed the couple was expecting their first child together on October 10, 2016, and their son was delivered in January 2017. Hollowell's daughter, Bluebell Madonna, is Horner's stepdaughter from her former engagement with playwright Sasha Gervais.
That's a hell of a name.
Horner is a lifelong supporter of Coventry City FC. Christian Horner and his family split their time
so he's British.
In a rural estate outside.
I don't know if he ever said where is he from. I think he is British.
Where the Spice Girls reunited in 2019.
Spice Girls sleep bad.
Appears to spend most of
There's
the
a 1 or
in
2
the rural estate, which Hollowell shares on social media on a daily basis, giving us a look into their life. In Oxfordshire, high-end residences are often priced at £10 million,
Jeez.
US $11.6 million, and the Horner's home certainly meets the description. There are acres of land with stables, a pond large enough to drive a boat in.
They live in a freaking castle?
Hollowell and her children to ride their quad bikes around on. Horner is not only a former Formula 3000 racer, but he also comes from a long history of automobile enthusiasts in his family. Horner's grandpa worked at the Standard Motor firm in Coventry.
So I guess he is
before
British.
Forming a company with his son, Horner's father, to provide automotive components. Thus, his passion for automobiles is understandable. The Formula One team head is said to own 2 Infiniti Q50s, which he uses for daily driving. But he also has an Aston Martin DB11,
I would.
and a precious antique 1968 Shelby Cobra 289 in his collection. When the F1 chief surprised his blushing wife with a classic Aston Martin DB5
that's sexy.
worth roughly $350,
Dang, that's sexy.
as a wedding gift, it made headlines. While Hollowell,
Valtteri Bottas card costs like that.
ring, their May 2015 wedding was a grandiose ceremony hosted at Woburn Abbey, the Duke of Bedford's 400-year-old family home. The royal rural residence includes a 3,000-acre deer park and more than 28 acres of award-winning gardens. Horner surprised his wife with yet another automobile, this time a vintage MGB Roadster, which she said was the identical model she bought with her first Spice Girl paycheck. Well, this concludes today's video. Thanks for
My man married to a Spice Girl. I think the main thing I like about Christian Horner is that it seemed like he already had like his path set when he was young. Like retiring at 25, you kind of said that's like your prime. And it didn't seem like he was that bad, but it seemed like he had like a harsh reality check when he was with Montoya. He was like, yeah, I can't do this. But just what he went through, just that team started with an A. I forgot what that team was called. I forgot what that team was called. Oh my gosh. It was with an A. Arden. I'm sorry, Arden. But getting all these drivers and had like success very early on, and it just kind of built through there. Obviously, could have had that Jordan team that fell through. And then when Red Bull came in, winning 4 championships with Seb being the youngest at the time. But is Seb still the youngest? I think Lewis Hamilton took that, or Verstappen, 1 of the 2. But you guys know me, my memory is bad. But hope you guys enjoyed the video. I do like Christian Horner. I got a lot more respect for him, just because I know a lot more about him. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like the video and stuff as well. Let me know if I missed or say anything dumb, which you guys are really good at pointing that out. See you guys later.